sitting nice and tall and aware of the heart is open and expansive. The breath is full and complete. We can even take our hands and placing the hands on the bottom of our ribs. We can feel the openness. We can feel the love, the peace. Each time we take a deep breath in, the ribs open. And each time we exhale, releasing, being aware of the fullness, of the joy, the peace that exists within all of us. The shoulders are relaxed, the abdominal muscles are strong, supporting the openness of our heart, our chest. Beginning with neck stretches, allow the chin to fall towards the expansive, open heart. Inhale, lift the head up. As we exhale, drop your ear to your shoulder, feeling the opposite side of the neck stretch. Inhaling through center, and each time you drop your ear to the other shoulder, feel the release. What are you letting go of? Inhaling back through center, and turn your head, keeping the shoulders relaxed, even, in place. Each time you come through center, inhale, exhale. As you turn and look to the other side, extending through the eyes. Inhale back through center. Exhale as the chin closer to the chest. Are the muscles in the back of the neck more relaxed? Nice big inhalation back to center. And feel the body being expansive as you lift the shoulders up and back. And then let the shoulders release down your back. Inhale as we lift. Exhale as we release. And big shoulder rolls, taking up lots of space. And now let's take a hand down to the ground, lifting the other arm up and over. First of all, squeeze the shoulder blades together, opening the chest, feeling everything open in the front body, and then extend that arm up overhead. And let's prepare for the other side. Breathing in completely, filling the lungs, filling the universe with the expansion of your breath. The chest is open, the shoulder blades are together, and now extend that top arm even more. Breathe fully and completely. Keep reaching for the breath, for the stretch, coming back to center, aware of what the body feels like on both sides. Bring your hands together in front of your chest, clasp your fingers and press the shoulder blades open behind your back. Inhale, expand the palms up into the heavens. Exhale, release the arms behind your back, clasping your hands, squeezing those shoulder blades together, opening the chest. And let's find an opposite hand clasp. Might be hard to find an opposite way to clasp your fingers. Press them out. Inhale them up. Exhale them behind your back. Find that opposite. There it is. Hand clasp. Lift the arms up behind your back. Feel how that opens the chest to the entire world. And notice what's happening. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, round the back. Hold on to your shins. Feel what it feels like to arch the back one way and then the other way. Let's keep doing that as we really can see now what it feels like to even get the neck, the chin. Can you feel the inhalation stretch from the pubic bone all the way through up to the chin? On the exhale, can you feel the roundedness of the back stretching? And coming onto all fours, hands and knees. Let's kind of continue with the same concept. Opening the heart down into the earth and rounding the back up into the sky. Breathing fully, completely, fullness of the breath. And our cat-cow, aware of each spine, each vertebrae undulating and pressing back, extending the arms in our extended child's pose. And as we prepare to stretch through the shoulder, creating the forearm, a space for the forehead, and the abdominal muscles are engaged. The tailbone is lifted up into the heavens. The heart is sinking into the earth. And as we change sides, we're aware of keeping the abdominal muscles engaged. The feet, the shins, press into the earth to engage the abdominal muscles. And as we stretch that other arm forward, we feel that stretch from our fingertips all the way through to the hips. And as we breathe fully and completely, the chest opens, the ribs move, and we feel that expansiveness as we come back to all fours. And in our hero pose or rock pose, depending on what style of yoga we want to think about, we sit and feel the heels, and we feel everything opening up. And as we open the front body, can we place the hands behind us? Can we press the feet, the shins into the ground? Can we think about those knees coming towards us to help lift the hips up? And as we lift the hips, we feel everything expanding and opening, releasing, relax. Be here for a breath. Notice how that feels on the thighs and our spinal twist, preparing our legs. We don't need to have them twisted. You can have one leg straight. And what works for you. Be aware that we're not sitting on our foot. Relax your face. And be here now. Allowing both sit bones to have the same amount of pressure. Don't be in a rush to get into this position. Be here now, open and expansive, feeling the sit bones releasing into the depths of the earth. And let's take our opposite arm and reach it high into the sky. Even help that elbow get higher into the sky, creating the twist, bringing that opposite elbow to the opposite knee. And that hand reaches towards the same way the heart reaches. And as that hand is going behind our back, it's lengthening, helping the spine become long. And feel how that front bent elbow palm is facing the same way the heart is facing. And energy expands. We can turn our neck one way and the other way. Just play around with what feels good here, what's helpful. And then coming back to center, noticing the change that has taken place in the body. And let's prepare for the other side. Getting the clothes out of the way. Remembering one leg can be straight if that's too much of a torque in your knee. There. Keep that leg straight, otherwise follow along with me and allow it to be bent. Wait for that sit bone to release down into the earth, just like the other one is released into the ground. And make sure they're both released into the earth. And we can feel the sinkingness. If you don't feel that sinkingness of the sit bones into the earth, stay here and wait for the hips to become heavy and both sit bones release into the earth. Feeling the stretch on that one side of the hip. And then let's prepare, taking that opposite hand nice and tall, feeling the front of the body opening up as we reach the elbow up to the sky, and now over to the outside of that opposite knee. Other hand is behind us. And we feel the openness of the chest. We feel the shoulder blades coming together and The breath is full. The breath is taking up the room. The breath takes up the whole world. The breath takes up the whole universe. Everything is so expansive as we twist here in this pose. All of our breaths open into infinite possibilities. And come back to center. Be aware for a few breaths. Notice, how do you feel when you come back to center? Be in this pose. Now, let's unwind. Let's prepare for my favorite. Yep, I got a favorite pose. Spinal rocks. Tucking, circling the body, holding behind the knees, and rounding, tucking. Exhale, roll back. Inhale, come up to center. Exhaling, rolling back. And as we inhale, find balance. Exhale, allow the body to roll back, tucking the chin into the chest each time we roll back. When we inhale, we're straightening the spine, taking that deep breath in, balancing on those sit bones. Exhale, tuck and roll. Inhale, finding that beautiful straight spine. Aware of your breath, aware of how you're moving and breathing through the spinal rolls. Allow me just to be a guide today. You don't have to do the poses the way I'm doing them. Allow your yoga journey to be yours. And then sitting, one leg nice and straight, bending the other knee. The chest, the heart is supported by the strong abdominal muscles. Shoulders are relaxed. Think about your spine extending to the end of where my ponytail is. And then, again, both sit bones. Wait for both sit bones to have the same amount of pressure. Extend that straight leg. Notice what it feels like. Look at me and see how I'm really being aware of staying in this pose and noticing the hips trying to release. Feel the elongation of the leg. And maybe we're just going to still sit nice and tall. Maybe you can join me and start to fold over that straight leg. Be aware of the sensations. Notice the heart and the strength of the abdominal muscles are helping to keep the spine elongated. Try to push your hand into your bent knee. That can help the body fold over the front leg. And then we take our peace fingers and we're just gently holding on to our big toe. And the more we can press that bent knee into the ground, the more the arm presses the leg down, the further the spine reaches over that straight leg. And then that arm reaching for the big toe with the peace fingers. That arm is relaxed because the core is doing the strength, even to bring us up to sitting. Sitting nice and tall, aware of what has happened. What is the sensations that are going on in your body? And now let's prepare. Same thing, other side. Deep breath in, bending your knee, making sure that foot is on the outside of the inner straight leg. And then the breath is full and complete at all times. And yes, strong abdominal muscles, lengthening the spine, pressing that knee down to the ground, helping to create length in the spine, aware of where we are, aware of the breath. And stay here. Notice what it feels like to begin to fold over that straight leg, keeping the shoulders relaxed. Noticing the strength and long straight spine, folding right at the hip hinge. And noticing our alternate leg stretch here, really extending that heel, lengthening that straight leg, feeling that straight leg getting longer, pressing that straight leg down into the ground so that can help fold right at the hip hinge. We're using those peace fingers to fold, just to hold on to the big toe, and that arm is relaxed. That's why we hold on to the big toe, because we're not using that front arm. We're using the abdominal muscles to lengthen, and we're using the arm that's pressing on the bent knee to help us fold. And each time we breathe, we feel the body open. We feel the completeness of being present in our pose because of the awareness of our breath, the awareness of what we're feeling. With that next inhalation, we're coming up to sitting. Deep breath in and finding our staff pose so that we can be aware of our legs and noticing, are the shoulders relaxed? Are we keeping that belly strong? Is the heart open and expansive? In the staff pose, we're pressing the hands into the ground, sneaking in a neck stretch. Turn your head over the shoulder. Inhale, turning your head over the shoulder as we exhale. And be aware of what's going on. Notice, observe. Be present here, now, fully, completely alive. Whew, that staff pose, that's a lot of hard work. Hope you joined me with that awareness of that pose. In our boat pose, the knees are bent. Those abdominal muscles are working strongly to keep the heart open and expansive. And we lean back into an imaginary plank behind us. We lean forward into an imaginary plank or board in front of us. Yeah, look at how we can collapse and have no effort in the pose. No, let's be strong. Let's be solid. Let's be pure. And let's use those belly muscles Let's keep the spine long. Extend through the spine. Take one leg, try to straighten it. Take the other leg, really try to straighten it. You can alternate back and forth, straightening one leg and then the other leg. But continue to be aware of elongating through your spine, keeping your heart open and exposed. So often in life, we hunch and we hide. This is a beautiful pose to stay expansive and open. Whew. Notice the effort of staying on the sit bones. If we fall off the sit bones and come on to the sacrum like I showed you earlier, that's a little easier. And look at how hard I'm working. Look how much jiggling is happening. And now, let's relax and let's release down into the earth, nice and slow, using the strength of the belly, slow motion. And once we're lying on our back, let's take one leg, squeeze it into the chest, extending, straightening the other leg. Squeeze the other knee into the chest, straighten that other leg. Boy, oh boy, you did a great job today. Give yourself a hug. Reach both of those knees and hug your knees into your chest for a beautiful yoga practice that we had today. You deserve the best. And let's massage the hips as we imagine the knees are drawing a circle along the ceiling. Feel one side of the buttocks getting that massage. Reverse the direction of your circles as you feel either side of the buttocks, your hips, getting that beautiful massage. And then making it feel good for you. Bring the nose to the knees, squeeze the knees into the chest. And now, let's come into our happy baby pose. Reaching for one foot and the other foot, bringing the feet above the knees. And let's take that one leg nice and straight and stretch it. And take that other leg nice and straight and really stretch it. Oh yes, beautiful. And come back. And in our bridge pose, placing the feet on the floor and lengthening the knees away from you, using the strength of the abdominal muscles in your bridge pose to press the knees further away from you. Feel the feet pressing into the earth. Make sure your knees are above your ankles, and you can use the strength of the arms as we press the outer arms into the ground. You can feel your chest coming closer to your chin. Exhale and release. Feeling everything sink into the ground. And now we can take the feet further away from each other. Allow the knees to rest onto each other. And just be here now. Take your arms a little further away from you. And it's time for deep relaxation. Just let the earth support your body. Allow yourself to sink into the ground. And as you allow yourself to sink and be supported by the earth, let yourself release Allow yourself to go into that deep space of letting go, doing absolutely nothing, giving yourself permission to just be totally relaxed, letting go, drifting into that space of deeply relaxing, taking this time to be here now, staying here, letting yourself relax, letting go. There's nothing to do except just to be here. Namaste.